Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day. And for Sundays, I do poll my members for a dad joke, and Coastal Ocean suggested this one, which is Halloween themed. Why did the skeleton skip the Halloween party? He had nobody to go with. Nobody to go with. All right. I'd like to thank my members who have re-upped for a new month. Thank you to Nikita Kuenz, Megan Rosenball, and also a special thank you to Mika Mollering, who has now been a member for 1 year, which is a very nice milestone. Thank you. All right. And we solved the mystery of what Strands was referring to with an Apple logo, like a logo with an apple in it. I think there's two options. One is Apple Corp, Apple Records, which is the Beatles record company. They have an apple as their logo. And also, Finland pointed out actually that Fruit of the Loom has an apple in their logo, among with other fruits. So maybe they were referring to that one. All right. So mystery solved. Let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got begins, swift, days, returns, forever ending, Robin trails, swallow, pioneers, permanent institutes, everlasting, kite, launches, eternal. Nothing really stood out to me. Swift, like Taylor Swift, maybe. But swift could just be... A swift is a kind of bird, so is a swallow. Do we have 2 more birds, though? I don't think so. Robin. Robin's a bird, obviously. Is there a 4th bird? Is a kite a bird? If someone told me there was a bird called a kite, I would believe them. But I don't know for sure. So let's hold off on that. That could be a red herring. Herrings are fish, though. Begins. Begins with an S. I wonder why it has the S there. Begins, institutes, pioneers. Interesting. Launches. Yeah. So this might be yellow. I am wearing yellow today, which... Because we hit our member goal, I do wear yellows every Sunday now. I wear yellows. I wear yellow every Sunday. I'm hoping this is yellow to get yellow first. All right. Oh, it was green. Establishes. It felt very yellow, although it is verbs. So if you have nouns that are synonyms and verbs that are synonyms, and you're trying to figure out which one's yellow and green, trying to get reverse rainbow or something, almost always the verb is going to end up being the green, and then the noun synonyms will be the yellow. It's possible that we do have the birds as yellow, and I just don't know the 4th bird. Even if they were to use a really obscure bird here, which I don't know if they have or not. I'm not saying there is an obscure bird. That could still be yellow, because it's not about how obscure the trivia is. It's about how straightforward the connection is. And these are all birds is a very straightforward connection. All right. So even if they used 4 completely unknown birds that were still birds, that could still be yellow. Anyway, forever, forever young, forever, eternal. There's never ending. Ending is kind of the opposite. Everlasting. What is our permanent? Okay, so this might be yellow. Yeah, for all time. Okay, so now we're down to the blue and purple. We still have swallow, swift, robin. It's tempting to put kite in it, just say, hey, kite might be a bird. But ending, days, returns, and trails. These 3 end in S. So days, trails, returns. Happy days. I think that might be it. Happy days, happy returns, happy trails, happy ending. So this is happy blank. Then I'll just do this as the birds. It was literally birds. And then this is happy blank. Okay, got it. Pretty straightforward today. Difficulty, I'm going to give it a 1.7. I mean, I think it's very, very straightforward today. What would be solve rate? 90%? I don't know. Am I going easy on this puzzle? I don't know. Well, solve rate's 93%. I did it backwards again. Let's go to our article. They give it a 2. I think it should be less than 2. 93% is very, very high percentage solve. And look at this. 2/3 of people didn't even make a mistake. So, yeah. Not much of a puzzle today, to be honest. Only 3% getting purple. But, I mean, there's such obvious things to find. same thing here. I mean, it's just, there isn't a category. 100% of people, I've never seen 100% before. This is ever. So there's literally no one who got nothing on this puzzle. Less than 1% got nothing. Okay, yeah, I mean, it probably rounded up, but still. 2% got only yellow. 2%, or sorry, a little over 2% got yellow green. And then 2% got yellow blue, interestingly. But, I mean, these solve rates are so high. Putting trails in. Trails are interesting. I wonder, story stages. Begin, returns, ending, launches. What are these guesses? Are these just people had green and purple left? Are Batman subtitles? Batman Begins, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. That is our red herring. Only 3% of people fell for it. But that's our rainbow herring. This is the rainbow herring where they made one category out of each of these. I didn't even notice that because there were categories defined so quickly. All right, but that is what they built the puzzle around. Very nice. All right. And that is the first mistake that people are making, if they're making one at all. Yellow, blue, green, purple. All right. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do pips. We'll start with the easy. Ooh. Okay, well, these are all twos. This is about how quickly can you place the dominoes more than anything. All right, there we go. 9 seconds. That's about how quickly I can place the dominoes. Next one, medium. 10 is either 5-5 or 4-6. 2 is 1-1 or blank 2. 4 equals. We've got some big holes here. 2 equals. So there's going to be a domino here, right? This has to come in. So it has to be something that's actually an equal domino. It looks like the blank blank's the only one. So that's a blank blank. So that uses up our blanks, a lot of them. And now we need a domino either like, oh yeah, we need this domino coming down. So we're going to do a throwaway with a 6. We don't have a 4. So a throwaway with a 5. And then this is 5 going into the thing we have 4 of, which looks like it's the 3. So if we do 5-3 like that, that seems to work. And then we just have a 5 throwaway. It's either the 1 or the blank. I don't know which. This has to be the 6. And it's not 6-3. So it goes like this. I think it had to anyway. What do we have? We have 3-1 and 3 blank. I'm actually thinking of putting the 3 blank there. And then we don't have a 4. Never mind. So it's going to be the 3-1. Oh, we don't have a 4. Sorry, 3-1 like that. And so now this is also a 1 into 5, and then this is 2-3. That makes sense. And then this is the 3 blank, and then this is the 5 blank. All right. I don't know why that took so long. Not too bad though. Let's do the hard pips. How many blanks do I have? I have 2 blanks. This is a 3. We do have a 3-5 that could go here. Let's see if we can. So there are some forced dominoes. So I'm just going to randomly place. This isn't my intended thing, but these 2 are forced domino shapes, which means the blank goes up into the not equals or over into the 2. But there is no blank 2. So this blank goes into the not equals. I'm not actually placing these. I'm just looking at the forced configuration so I can try to figure out if this is 3-5 or not. This is going to be a double equal. What do I have a double equal of? I have 4-4. I think that is actually forced. And so now 4-2 would have to go into here. And then the 1-5, I suppose. And then we need a 4. So let's put the 4 blank out. Oh no, we can't do that. So the 4-5 down. This obviously doesn't go there. This doesn't have to go there. So let's actually figure this out. I think 3-5 is viable. This can be 2-6. Yeah, and this is the 3-5. And then blank 6. Wait, I need a 2. I need another 2. I have a 2-4 here. Okay. Well, I think that we have a couple forced things, which we'll go from here. The 3-5 I think had to be that way, and then this 4-4 had to be that way. So we could do 4-6 instead of 4 blank. Oh yeah, we had a bunch of 4s. We have 4-2, we have 4-5, we have 4-6. So I don't know which one goes there yet. But I know this has to be 1 into not 4. this is the only one. It's 1, 5. So we have a domino like that. This 2, we have 2, 4, and 2, 6. We need to use a 2 here and a 2 here, and I think they both go vertical. So I don't think it matters which one we do, I think. And then this is blank 4 up. So let's do this already has a 5 in it. So let's do 4, 6, and then, oh, this already has a 5 in it. Okay, I'm going a little bit loose here. Let's think about this in a different way. This has to be a double. I'm pretty sure the only double is the 4. Let's just double check. Yeah, I double checked the doubles. That's forced. Now this 1 is going to definitely go into the not equal. And we only have 1, 1. So it puts a 5 into the not equal, which I'm assuming goes this way, but it could go down. I do wonder, do we have a 4, 5? We do have a 4, 5. So this could go down like this. Okay, so maybe that isn't forced as much as I thought. So I don't know which way this 1 goes. And then we have a 4, 6, 4 blank, 4, 2. There's a lot of options for this 4. Oh, but both 2s go into here. So with the way I have this oriented now, I would need to do, I would need a 2 blank. Okay, so this does actually have to go this way. The 2, 4 could go up, or it could go down. No, it can't go down like this. This has to be 3, 5 then. And then this would be 2, 4 up. And then we would need blank 4 down because of the not equals. Can't put another 4 in there. 2, ooh. No, I've cornered myself. I think I proved I had to put the 3, 5 vertical, didn't I? Because there was something here. Let's just put that back in and see if we can do it. This 1, 5 goes some way. There's a blank 4 and a blank 6. So we have a 2, 4, and we have a... Did I use up a 2? Where's the other 2? Oh, 2, 4, and 2, 6. I did not approach this right, but I don't know the right way to approach it. Let's see. 2, 4... Well, it can't go up and it can't go left. So the 2, 4 goes like this. The 2, 6 could go up or down. Oh, we have a domino like this, which we're going to have to place last. But that means the blank 4 or blank 6 goes left or up, but there is no blank 2 to go left. So blank 4 could go up. Now we have 4, 6, and 4, 5. This would have to be 4, 6 because there's already a 5 in here. And then this would also be 4, 5. Yeah, so this is a problem. So I think what's happened here... What has happened here? Yeah, so what I'm running into here is a clash between this 1, 5, which it will put the 5 into this not equal zone. And then I'm going to have to then put the 4, 6 here, or the 4, 2. No, I can't put the 4, 2 there because both of my 2s are used here. I only have 2 2s. So the 4, 6 is forced to do that or to the right. I don't know which one. But this puts a 6 and a 5 into here. And it could be different orientations. But that means that the last 4, 4, 5, or 4, 0 goes here. So maybe the 4, 0 goes in? Is that viable? Because I know I could put the 4, 5 down. I was having issues with the placement there. And so now the blank 6 can't go up. So the blank 6 goes down. And now I don't have anything to put here. Ooh. So let's try the 4, 5 down. Where'd my 4, 5 go? There it is. And now I only have 1, 3. This would be 3, 5 like that. And now 2, 4 or 2, 6. I can't do the 2, 4 up because the only blank I have left is blank 4, and I'll put 2 4s in there. I can't do the 2, 6 up either. Can I put the 4 blank here? and then the blink 6 up, because we have something here already. And then the 2-4 up. Okay, maybe this is working. 2-6 down, and then the 4-6 down. There we go. Wow, that didn't feel like 7 minutes. Oof. So I think I was wrong about forcing this domino right at the start. So we did need this domino and this domino. Okay. Yeah, it was hard to find the forced moves. All right, well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword for Sunday, October 12th. A 5 across might be a wild one. 1 of 2 in a standard deck. Joker. Wild card. Homer called its oil liquid gold. Whale, probably. Oh, JW doesn't make sense. What's this down? Sudden shock. A jolt. Okay, I don't... is this orca? No. All right, symbolic flower in Buddhism. The lotus. Is it lotus? Lotus. What's the down? Really energize. Rev up. I thought it was the U. Yeah, I wasn't sure though. Bunkers on a golf course. I'm not sure. Use crayons. Color. Japanese dog breed. Akita, I think. Oh, they're traps. Garment that may be strapless. A dress. I don't know what was wrong with me there. An olive. Olive oil is liquid gold. Oh, that makes sense. I wasn't thinking that kind of oil. I don't know why they... I mean, did they use whale oil in Homer's time? I'm not sure. I feel like they probably did, but I'm not entirely sure. All right. Well, anyway, how'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is follow suit. Follow suit. Okay. I'm thinking about suits you might wear, but it could also be playing cards. Or it could be the literal meaning of follow suit, which is to do the same thing as someone else. Kind of pads. I don't know. I think I need words. Rings. You could almost do ranks. The K is up here, unfortunately. Erica. Erica was accepted. I don't know why. Hope. Hole? I don't think we can do hole. Follow suit. Bridge? We can't do bridge. Oh, we can do bridge. Okay, so are these card games? Bridge is a card game. But this looks like a bridge also. That's just kind of neat. Hearts is a another game. There's hearts. So hearts and bridge and poker. Is poker here? Or are these only trick taking? I'm seeing taking. So is this trip taking? Yeah, it's trick taking games. Ooh, how many trip taking games do I know? Hearts, bridge. Not as many as they have in here. Let's see. What is this? Spades. There's 3 more here. White. I don't know. Let's. Wits. Pyre. No? Oh, pyre's with a Y. Higher. Cup something. Cupo. Q. I may not know these ones. I'm going to grab a hint. Wits. To. What are we doing? I tried wits, right? To. I don't even know how to make a word here. They all have to be real words too. Hits. W. All right. Well, what's around it? Lechle. Pinochle? How do you even spell pinochle? Is it Peon? How do you spell pinochle? There we go. And then euchre? Euchre? I don't think I've heard of euchre. What is this one? Let's try every circle. And the other way. Whist. Okay. It wasn't wits, it was whist. I haven't heard that either. All right. Well, I'm just not up on my trick-taking card games. I know hearts, and I know of bridge, though I've never learned to play bridge. Hearts is the only trick-taking game that I actually know. I keep saying trip because it's hard to say trick-taking for some reason. Spades I've heard of, but I've never played. Pinochle I've heard of, didn't even know how to spell it. Don't know how to play it. I don't know what whist is, and I don't know euchre. The more I say euchre, the more I feel like maybe I have heard that once or twice, but I don't know it. All right, well, how'd you do? Let's spin the bonus games wheel and see what we are playing today. All right, Sunflower in Blue suggested Symbol. Let's play it. All right, Symbol is one of my favorite Wordle variants. I always start with Blaze, so let's do that. Ooh, we got one of each symbol. Well, we have each symbol represented is what I meant. So each time you play, the symbols kind of switch around. So you have to figure out what each symbol means. One is green, yellow, and gray. One of each for that. But the yellow, they all work a little bit differently because in addition to it obfuscating what the symbols mean, it colors it backwards. So instead of coloring Blaze for the answer, it colors the answer as if the answer were our guess and our guess was the answer. So let's see. The least common symbol is this one. So I'm thinking that's green, and that would mean still that L would go second. I don't know which ones are yellow. We kind of have to guess, but one thing we could do is do a EA here. So the way the yellows work, if these two were yellow, the way to think about that is two different letters in Blaze need to go in those slots. So we can move the E here and we can move the A there. Now, is there a word that goes LEA like that? I'm thinking D. I'm thinking, what else? N? Clean? Clean is a clean guess. Ooh, I thought I just got it in two, but no. I think it is CLEA, though. Clear. Okay, clear in three. Almost got it in two, if I thought of clear instead of clean. All right, cool. Well, I guess the symbol's right. So there we go. Cool. Well, that is it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. And I have a pinned comment with all of the videos I made today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.